Students, today we are going to study some questions of exercise 3.5 of chapter 3, pair of linear equation in two variables, which is based on solving a pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method. As we already know that we have studied the first three methods of solving a pair of linear equations, which are graphical method, substitution method, elimination method. Okay, now we are going to study the method of cross multiplication for solving a pair of linear equations. So let us understand how we can use cross multiplication method, or what is cross multiplication method of solving a pair of linear equations in two variables. If we are given a pair of linear equations in the standard form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. If it is given in this form, then it is okay. If it is not in this form, then we can change a pair of linear equations, or we can write the pair of linear equations in this particular format. That is in the standard form of linear equation in two variables. After writing it in this form, or if it is given in this form, then by comparing those equations, those given pair of linear equations with these two equations, we can identify the value of a1, b1, c1, or I should say you have to take with the sign a1, b1 means whatever the sign will be here. If it is plus here, then b1 will be of plus sign. If it is minus here, then b1 will be of minus sign. And c1. And from the second equation, you can get the value of a2, b2 and c2. After finding the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, or after identifying the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, we can write in this particular format. We will write x, y, 1, and at the side of x, we will start from here. b1, b2, value of b1 will be written here, then value of b2, then we will write values of c1 and c2. c1 will be written here, c1, c2 will be written here. Then we will come to a1 and a2. a1, a2 will be written here. Then we come to again b1 and b2. So we will start from here, b1, b2, c1, c2. Again we will write a1, a2 and then again b1, b2. We will start from the coefficients of I, b1, b2, c1, c2, then a1, a2 and then b1, b2. In this way we can write it down. This is the method how we can remember the method of cross multiplication method. So after writing in this particular format, we will write that thing into a formula form, which is x upon b1, c2. First we will take x upon x. What it will be? b1, c2 means first we will do in this particular manner, b1, c2, okay, then minus b2, c1. So x upon, first in this way, b1, c2 minus b2, c1, then equals to y upon c1, a2 minus c2, a1. Then again equals to 1 upon a1, b2 minus a2, b1. I hope it is clear. Actually, we have to basically use this particular formula only. But if we are not able to remember, or if we don't want to remember this formula of solving a pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method, so we can write in this particular format, and without remembering we can make the formula x upon b1, c2 minus b2, c1, y upon c1, a2 minus c2, a1, then 1 upon a1, b2 minus A2, B1. But remember that this is only applicable when the given system of equations are in the standard form, which are in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So after writing in this particular format, we will make the formula and we will get this thing. Now, since all the three things are equal to one another, we will first take x equal to x thing equal to this thing, and we will get x equals to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. What we are doing, we are putting this thing equal to this thing. So after putting equal to one another, what we will get is, we will transpose this b1 c2 minus b2 c1 to the RHS and we will get this thing. In the second part, what we will do, we will put this thing equal to again 1 upon whatever value you get. When you will put these two things equal and transport this to the RHS, you will get the value of y. Here, it must be very clear that the denominator which is coming, which is a1b2 minus a2b1, or here you can see same denominator, or here you can see the same denominator, these denominator must not be 0, because if denominator becomes 0, then the value of x and y will be infinite. Okay, so this denominator must not be 0, then only you can get a value of a proper value of x and y. Now come to some other concepts which is required in this exercise. Now again, if the given system of equations are in that particular format only, means in the standard format, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0, then there are some conditions by which we can directly say that which pair of linear equations will have unique solution, that is one and only one solution, infinite many solutions, or no solutions. This concept we have studied when we are going with graphical method, but these types of concepts are required here also. Therefore, I am just revising once. So you better understand these concepts, that if the ratio of a1 upon a2 is not equal to the ratio of b1 upon b2, then this given system of equations will have unique solution. Second, if the ratio of a1 upon a2, the ratio a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2, then this system of equations will have infinite many solutions. The third thing, if a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon e2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2, then these system of equations will have no solution. So by seeing the coefficients, or by finding the coefficients of x, y and the constant term and finding their ratios and checking whether one ratio is equal to another or not, we can identify that this system of equations or the given system of equations will have unique solution, infinite many solutions, or no solutions. I hope it is clear. Now we will come up to the questions and we will see how we can solve a pair of linear equations by cross multiplication methods and check which type of equations have which type of solutions by this particular concept. The very first question of this exercise 3.5 says that which of the following pair of linear equations has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. In the case there is unique solution, you have to find it out by cross multiplication method. There are 4 sub questions under this question. In each question, we have to first check that which pair of linear equations has unique solution. If it have a unique solution, then only we can find it by cross multiplication method. If it has infinite many solutions or no solutions, then it is not possible to find it by cross multiplication method. Okay, so in this question, first we will check that which pair of linear equations have unique solutions. Then if it have unique solution, then only we will find it by cross multiplication method. In the first part of this question, we are given with a pair of linear equations which is x minus 3y minus 3 equals to 0 and 3x minus 9y minus 2 equals to 0. It is clear that, or we can see that, both the equations which are given to us are in the standard form ax plus by plus c equals 0, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Here, by comparing these two equations with those standard forms, we can find the value of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. Here the coefficient of x is, nothing is written here, so it is 1. So the value of a1 will be 1. Here the value of b1 will be minus 3. Here the value of c1 will be minus 3. Now coming up to the second equation, the coefficient of x here is 3, positive 3. So the value of a2 will be 3. Here value of b2 will be minus 9 and the value of c2 is minus 2. Okay. Then if we will find the ratio of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, we will get as 1 by 3 minus 3 by minus 9 which is 1 by 3, c1 upon c2 minus 3 by minus 2 which is 3 by 2. So here we can see that a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2. Here we can see that a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but it is not equals to c1 upon c2. So that thing only is written here, that a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. So the pair of linear equations has no solution. Since it is not having unique solution, it is having only no solution. So no need of finding the solution by cross multiplication method, as it is said in the question. Okay, now we will go to the second part of this question and we will check that pair of linear equations have unique solution or not. If it has unique solution, then we have to find it by cross multiplication method. If it do not have unique solution, then no need of finding it by cross multiplication method. Okay, now we come up to the second question, or we can say the second part of this question. What is given in the second part of this question? In the second part of this question, we are given with a pair of linear equations which is 2x plus y minus 5 equals to 0, 3x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. See, this was the second part of this question. Here it was given to us that 2x plus y is equals to 5, 3x plus 2y equals to 8. Okay, we will take this 5 and 8 to the LHS. So what we will get? 2x plus y equals minus 5 equals 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. This only we have done in the second part of this question. We have taken the RHS to the LHS and then we are solving it out, because the standard form, what the standard form of the pair of linear equations says, that it must be in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. So c1 must be in the left hand side and similarly c2 also must be in the left hand side. So we have converted these pair of linear equations in the standard form and then we are trying to solve it out or check which type of solution it has. Okay, then see here, the coefficient of x, what is here? The coefficient of x here is, यहाँ पे x का कोएफिशिएंट क्या है? x का कोएफिशिएंट यहाँ पे क्या है? 2 है, ठीक है. यहाँ y का कोएफिशिएंट क्या है? 1 है, और यहाँ कांस्टेंट टर्म क्या है? -5 है. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ a1 is 2, b1 is, sorry, the value of a1 is 2, b1 is +1 and c1 is -5. Similarly, the value of a2 is 3, the value of b2 is +2 and the value of c2 is -8. After identifying the values of a1, b1, c1, we will, and a2, b2, c2, we will find the ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. If the values of, or the ratios of a1 upon a2 is not coming equal to b1 upon b2, then no need of finding the third ratio also, because if the first two ratios, that is a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2, are not equal to one another, then the pair of linear equations has unique solution, no need of finding the third one. If the first two ratios are equal, then only we will find the third ratio c1 upon c2, otherwise no need of finding the third ratio. So here we can see that a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. Therefore, the pair of linear equations given here has unique solutions. Okay. So since it is having a unique solution, then it is asked in the question that we have to find the solution by cross multiplication method. So in cross multiplication method, what we do is, we have already studied how to solve a pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method. If you don't want to remember the formula, we can write it in the form x, y, 1. See here, x, y, 1. Here what we will write? We will write the coefficients of y, that is b1 upon b2, or the ratio, or the values of b1 and b2. Here what we will write? The values of c1 and c2, which are the constant terms. Okay, then what we will write? a1 and a2 means the coefficients of x, and then again we will write b1 and b2. So b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, and again b1, b2. We have written in this particular format. After writing in this particular format, what we will do is, by cross multiplication method, the formula it will become x upon 1 into -8, x upon 1 into -8, see, 1 into -8, minus will come in between, minus 2 into -5, then this thing must be equal to y upon -5 into 3, minus will come in between, -8 into 2, then 1 upon 2 into 2, minus 3 into 1. Okay. So you will get this particular thing. Okay. Now, if you will solve it out, so you will get x upon 2. If you will solve this particular denominator, you will get 2. So we will get x upon 2. Solving this denominator, you will get y upon 1, and then 1 upon 1 if you solve the denominator. Okay. Now, if you will take x upon, all the three things are equal to one another. If you will take x upon 1 equal to 1 upon 1, then what you will get? X is equals to 2. And if you will take y upon 1 equals to this 1 upon 1, if you will take y upon 1 equals to this 1 upon 1, then what you will get? You will get y equal to 1. All three things are equal. First we take x upon 2 equal to 1 upon 1, then we take y upon 1 equal to 1 upon 1. We can get the value of x and y. So it's very simple. Okay. Then come up to the next part of this question. In this third part of this question, in the same way, you will check the value of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. Here you will see that all the three ratios are equal. So this pair of linear equations have infinite many solutions. Okay, now come to the fourth part of this question. Here also we are given with a pair of linear equations which are x minus 3y minus 7 equals 0, 3x minus 3y minus 15 equals 0. Okay, what we are doing here? We are here also finding the values of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2. Okay, and we see that it is not coming equal. So this pair of linear equations also has a unique solution, and we can solve it by cross multiplication method to find the values of x and y. I hope you can do it yourself. So we come up to the next question now. Question number 2 of this exercise. There are 2 sub questions in question number 2. The first sub question, which is under question number 2, is for which values of a does the following pair of linear equations have an infinite number of solutions. The given equations are 3y plus 2x equals to 7, and the second equation is a minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equals to 3a plus b minus 2. First, what we will do is we will write these equations in the standard format, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0. For that, we will bring those RHS to the LHS. You can see here in the solution, it is not written in that particular format, but we have taken the value of C1 and C2 in that particular format only. If you want, or you should write in that particular format. Bring the 7 to the LHS, so it will become 2x plus 3y minus 7 equals to 0, and the second equation will become a minus b into x plus a plus b into y. If you will bring whole of this thing to the LHS, then this will become minus of whole of this. Okay, so the values of a1 and a2 will be 2 and a minus b, so ratio will be 2 upon a minus b. The ratio of b1 and b2 will be 3 upon a plus b, and the ratio of c1 upon c2, which is equal to minus 7 upon minus of this whole. So minus minus will be cancelled out, and we will get the value of c1 upon c2 as 7 upon this thing. Okay, to understand it better, you take these LHS to the RHS and then find the ratios of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. Here I have directly written the value of c1 upon c2. If you will take 7 to the LHS, it will become minus 7. Whole of this thing will become minus of this thing when we will take it to the LHS. Then when we will find the ratio, it will be in this particular way. Okay, then now we can see here that a1 upon a2 must be equal to b1 upon b2 and it must be equal to c1 upon c2 for infinite many solutions or for infinite number of solutions. Here we don't have to check that these pair of linear equations are having infinite number of solutions or not. Here we don't have to check that these pair of linear equations are having infinite many solutions or not. Here it is given that if these equations are having infinite many solutions, then you have to find the value of a and b. So we don't have to check about infinite many solutions. We have to apply the condition of infinite many solutions and we have to find the value of a and b. So we have written here pair of linear equations have infinite many solutions. We know that when pair of linear equations are having infinite many solutions, when a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. So we apply this condition of infinite many solutions and we put the value of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. So we will get this equation. Okay. Now, since all the three things are equal to one another, we will first take a2 upon a minus b. We can take any of the value equal to the another one since all three are equal to one another. Here what we are doing, we are taking 2 upon a minus b equal to 3 upon a plus b. Okay, then in the second attempt, we are taking 3 upon a plus b equals to 7 upon 3a plus b minus 2. Okay, you can see here. Okay, इस तरीके से करने के बाद क्या होगा, we will solve these two equations, we will do the cross multiplication and simplify these two equations. We will get two simple equations which will be in the form of a and b. These will be the two simple equations which will be in the form of a and b. If you will put the value of a in the second equation, if you put the value of a, which is 5b, in this equation, you will get the value of b, which will be 1. Okay, and then if you will put the value of b in this first equation, you will get the value of a, which will be 5. Actually, here we are using the way of substitution. Okay, the substitution method which we have studied, we are using that particular thing here. Okay, that particular method here, and we are substituting the value of a in the second one, and from there we will get the value of b, and then we will substitute the value of b in the first one, we will get the value of a. So here we are getting the value of a and b as 5 and 1. Okay, now come to the second part of this question. In second part of this question, they have asked that for which value of k will the following pair of linear equations have no solutions. A pair of linear equations is given to you, you can see there. Okay, and we have to find the value of k. The condition which is given to us is that these pair of linear equations have no solution. We have to apply the condition of no solution and we have to find the value of k. They are not asking to check that these pair of linear equations have which type of solution. They are just asking to find the value of k if these pair of linear equations are having no solutions. So we will what we can do here is we will first convert these two equations in the standard form. Okay, you can see here. इस तरीके से आप लोग लास्ट क्वेश्चन में भी कन्वर्ट करके ही सॉल्व कीजिएगा. ओके, यहाँ पे हमने इसको स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर लिया. जो भी RHS की वैल्यू थी उसको LHS में ले आए. देन वी फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ A1 अपॉन A2, B1 अपॉन B2 एंड C1 अपॉन C2. ओके, यू कैन सी हियर. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, माइनस कॉमन लेके कैंसिल कर दिया, तो ये आ गया 1 अपॉन 2k प्लस 1. Okay, then the condition for no solution is A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2 not equals to C1 upon C2. So we have applied that condition and we put these values of A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2 in this condition. So we will get this particular thing. Okay, now we will take, since these two values are equal, which two values? 3 upon 2k minus 1 is equals to 1 upon k minus 1. First, we will take these two things equal and we will solve it out and we will get the value of a. Okay, we will take these two things equal and we can find the value of k by solving this equation. We will cross multiply it and solve it. So we will get the value of k, which is 2. This value of k only we have to find it out here. But you can check also that this value of k is satisfying the other condition or not. If you want, you can put the value of k in this whole thing and you can check that these two values will be equal and it will not be equal to this particular thing after putting the value of k. This is for your understanding purpose, that why we have not used this thing. So first, you can find the value of k by taking these two things equal, and then after finding the value of k, you can put this value of k in this whole equation, whatever you are getting. Actually, we should not say the equation. This whole is a particular thing in which you can put the value of the value of k, and you can check that the first two expressions will be equal to one another and the third one will be not equal to this. Okay, this is for your understanding purpose only, but here only we have to find the value of k. Okay, so we have found the value of k as 2. Okay, Now come to the third question of this exercise. In this third question of this exercise, they are asking us to solve the pair of linear equations by substitution method and cross multiplication method. A pair of linear equations is given to you, which is 8x plus 5y equals to 9, and the second equation is 3x plus 2y equals to 4. First, we will solve these equations by substitution method, and then we will solve these two equations by cross multiplication method. The solution you can see here. Okay, this is how we have found the value of x and y, or we have solved this pair of linear equations by substitution method. Since we have studied substitution method, you have to do it yourself. Okay, and by cross multiplication method, the solution is given here, but try to do it yourself. You all know how to solve a pair of linear equations by substitution and cross multiplication method. Since I was not having the space here, so I have written the remaining part of the cross multiplication method solution here. Okay, so you can see the solution. If you are not able to do it, okay, if you are making some mistakes, but I would recommend that try to solve this question yourself. With this, we end today's class. Okay, the remaining questions we will do in the next class.